Yeah.
Tell him to go to dog stuff.
Go to dog stuff.
All right, what are we doing? Flatwork compass?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, good boy.
All right, now it's at 2 o'clock there. That's great, John. Out, yes, block. Good. Good.
Yeah, Jeep.
Nice, John. Yep, that's great.
Angle.
You ready, CupCake? Let's do it. Ooh, are you going to be sponsored by ProPlan? Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, get out. Yep. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Ouse. Yes. Catch. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Catch. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Oh shit, my bad, sweetheart. I did get the shot though. He's watching, I was framing that for the shot, looking at the logo. All right. All right, what do we got? With the CupCake. You ready, Cup? Here we go. We're gonna do fly to flow form number 2, the hard one. These are front crosses. So I'll make a throw, Makai, catch. Should probably be on clock. Ouse. So I'll front cross her to counter to make the throw. Now she's on clock, I'm gonna switch, and then, yes, put her on, oh, good girl, yeah. Out, block, block. Go out here, oh, you can see she's leaving early. She knows what's happening. Out, yes, block, so I'm gonna fake her out this time, catch. Oh, you got it, didn't you? All right, and then I'll front cross out to counter. Yes, she's on clock. I'll switch and I'll front cross to clock. Awesome. Whoa. Out. I'll block and I'll pass clockwise. Good girl. You can face her if I want. Out. I'll block. I'm already set for my counter pass, so I'll switch, and now I'll go counter pass. Oh, better hustle. Oh, you got burned, CupCake. You got burned. Awesome. Fly T throw. Number 3. Go, go, go. Looks like I am... Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Oh, I'm pretty close on my... Up, up, up. Ouse. On my timer. Yes. Sage Paw, what's up? Good. Mouse. Through. Yes. Wait for it. Do it, Epi. Do it, Epi. Badass. Do it. Go, go, go. Through and flip. Good. Ouse. You can do it, handsome. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. Good. Right there. Yes, good. 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 Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass. Boom, wrong camera. Nice. I'm charging my other camera right now, so you're getting a good look. It's from under the counter. From under the counter. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the dojo. You guys are gonna have to give me some shit to work on today. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do some solo forms. I'm gonna talk about the mechanics, and I'm gonna show you guys a session I had with CupCake today that was pretty cool. I worked a few of the dogs on it, and I'll kind of go through it. There's some mechanics in there that are kind of interesting. So what's going on? What do you guys got? Anybody doing anything cool? Anybody doing anything cool? Dogs are, the dogs ate about 45 minutes ago, so I'll bring them in half hour or so. Want to make sure that they're cool. Yeah, right? Just squeeze right in there. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, let's see. So, I don't know, man. I don't have anything. Hi, derp. I don't have much prepared. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna do the squared stance shifting form. All right, I'm gonna do it too high, which will make it much more difficult. And I think later in the session, like after everybody comes in and does their thing, I'll do a little bit of work and kind of show you how it works. I've done this before. Yeah, backyard here is friggin' awesome, man. We're gonna tear it up. My brother's coming out this week. We're gonna level it, take all the grass off, level it, and make a field back there. So that's going to be happening sometime soon. That'll be super exciting. That's pretty crazy. And I have the wrong, Wi-Fi going. I have my 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure how my two cameras are going to work today. I can try and break it. If it isn't working, maybe I'll try and break the stream. I think my software here is capable of resuming the same stream if I break it. Fingers crossed. But yeah. So stance shifting form. We have the stance shifting form, super important. This was a problem for me today. So this afternoon I worked King, Epi, and CupCake on this right here. I'll show you. On this right here. I'll give you guys the link. It's a good link, actually. So, that is a warm-up, and it's a really nice warm-up for leaping in collection, right? It's a pendulum. You send the dog around, turn the toe, tell him to get out, toss it out there. An upside down staker, right? Upside down staker, a tomahawk, but I'm throwing it from the shoulder, so it's kind of a staker. And so like I send the dog around, I turn and pivot, and I pop it out there, right? And dog catches it. They come back around, they come around this way. Mauka, get out, I turn here. Yeah, see? So you see that I'm stuck like this? Let me set up again. So I send the dog around, clock, Makai, get out, boom, I make that toss, right? I switch and load. And the dog comes back and, you know, she's coming back from, anyway, you get it. I send the dog around, Mauka, get out, I point my toe and I throw a left-handed one. I load real quick. And I didn't do that this afternoon. So I'm going to work on the stance shifting form and the squared stance shifting form, two of our Diskwando forms that are, they're really important, guys. Georgios from Greece, he's a pretty badass jammer. He was talking about his around, right? And he diagnosed some stuff with his around. His dog likes to go around counter. And I think his dog likes to go around counter simply because he's sloppy with his feet. In general, he's a little sloppy with his feet. And that sloppiness with the feet actually does have long tail repercussions. It has, if you're sloppy with your feet, you've got trouble. Rob Wyka, when I came up with this stuff, I put the stance shifting stuff together after Yachi camp. I was doing some overwork with Epi, and I think I had this foot forward. I was kneeling, right? I was kneeling, I was making the overtoss, and it just didn't work. And he was like, switch your legs. So I switched my legs. He's like, throw it back a little bit. So instead of going here, right? I switched my legs and he had me do that. Throw it behind a little bit. And bang, the dog smashed it. And then I watched and I noticed that that the foot position right here, I'm pressuring you that way. Here, I'm pressuring you that way, right? If you're coming in. If we're going out, I'm pushing you that way. If you're going away from me, I'm pushing you that way, right? But if you're coming in, this pressure here is pulling you to over here. If I switch, this pressure is pulling you over here. And so I figured that shit out, and I laid out the stance shifting stuff, and Rob was throwing to his dog, and on his way back, when he walked back, he'd stop here. And his dog would lead change. You know, and he'd take another step and he'd step here and his dog would lead change. So his dog is running back like, right? Yeah, that's right. with the left foot forward, left foot lead, and Rob would switch and dog, oh shit, and switch and go right-footed lead. And, you know, Rob just was not careful or conscious about what he was doing, and his dog was reading that stuff. And so these stance shifting things they're pretty important. So stance shifting form, we've been over this a bunch. It's a low-high toss. I'm in counterclock, right? I make the toss, I switch and load. So while that was in the air, I switch stances. These two are neutral, boom, pow, I switch and load. And I didn't apply any pressure, I'll talk about that in a sec. And then I go boom, pow, and I pull, and I load. Wow, that was terrific. See why I need to work on this, right? I make the toss, boom, pow, and I load. And then these two are gonna be stepping forward. Boom, pow, step forward. Boom, pow. Step forward. And I'll go ahead and do another one. I'll do it sideways so you guys can see that. I should pick them up properly. I'll show you how to pick this up too. So I'm here, I'm pulling the dog this way or pushing the dog that way, depending on how we're working as a team. I go low, high, boom, pow, switch. Boom, pow. Notice that I didn't move, right? This time I'm gonna pull and I'm gonna move. And I'm going to pull, and I'm going to move, and I'm going to push, and I'm going to move, and push, right? So we tend to have a preference for movement, right? We have a preference for movement. I like to move like this. I like to move in this neutral fashion. It's really nice for me to move. That's how I do it. When April moves, she likes to move with movement, right? And that's great until we need to do something else, right? And I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, right? Yeah, same layer, same onion, another layer, John. Same onion, another layer. John's been over this fucking 20 times, right? I've been over it hundreds of times. And I'll peel another layer. I'll peel another layer of the onion, just like that. So, this time I'm going to, when you guys are doing it, if you're new or somewhat experienced, you should be loading and switching before the disc hits the ground, right? And that should be what you're shooting for. If you're a pro or John, probably not yet, but after these, I don't know, you'll do 4 or 5 of them. And after you do 4 or 5 of them, what you want to do is you want to switch and load before it passes your disc. Boom. See? Boom. I'm switched and loaded before it passes the disc, before it passes my pose. Right? And that prepares you for what's going on. You know what I mean? That'll put you in a position to be prepared regardless of what's happening. So when I was working CupCake and King today, switching from hand to hand. So in this, I have to make the toss here, boom, switch from hand to hand, and then load up with the other hand, right? And I have to do that before the dog catches. And then I bring the dog around, counter, Mauka, get out, turn, boom, I switch and load, right? And that switch and load is fucking really hard with that transfer. You know what I mean? It's really hard. To transfer from hand to hand, I don't recommend throwing right-handed and left-handed, right? I don't recommend throwing both hands. You need to be able to do this and this and this, whoops, this and that, right? You need to have those skills with a single hand. A lot of times people want to throw with the left hand, so they'll go here, boom, and they'll switch and they'll throw this way with the left, which is cool, but it's just a whole other layer that gives you trouble, and it allows you to skip good foundation. You don't want to do that. Save that for much later. That said, I could not wrangle So this one, go into the 2. To do it to this side, to the counter with the dog going here, I have to throw a thumber. And a thumber is really hard to throw out to that side. A thumber goes over there, right? And to make it out there it's a friggin' tough throw. So I opted for the left hand. And I got my ass handed to me. I didn't do a good job switching those discs. Like I was watching my dog. And also when I'm doing the flanking for collection, the exercise that I shared in that link, when I'm doing that, I'm really watching the dog to try and see how they collect, to see how they move. I want to get 5 strides maybe, and then a leap. And I want to see that collection happen. And so like you make the toss here, boom, and you have to switch and you have to watch the dog, right? You have to watch the dog. And you get caught up in watching the dog. We're not a spectator. Awesome, John. All right, let's turn on some music here. I would turn on P-Vibe stuff, but I think Antonis, this is for you.
Don't think, feel.
And this is the one I wanted.
It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory.
And that is super important for you, Antonis. Georgios reported in on his work with your dog, with your dogs, and I think you are, when you're doing forms and stuff, you're looking at the finger, not the moon, right? The moon is the play. The finger is what you're doing to get there. Don't look at the finger, look at the moon, right? Enjoy it. Another thing when it comes to play, was, I shared the play session last night with King, the first 2 games. The play, it's really important. You should laugh when you fail. When you shoot a jump shot and you miss, you don't go, oh fuck, what did I do wrong? Oh my gosh, how am I gonna fix? You got to play defense, right? And when you're playing, you should almost want to fail. You know what I mean? Like it's totally cool. When you fail, you're gonna figure out something. You shouldn't be trying as hard as you can to do it right, right? Don't think, feel. Yeah, learn like a child. That's a good one, John. Okay, so squared stance shifting form. This is a sequencing form, right? And it's gonna play off of that stance shift. So I can go clockwise or counter. I'm gonna start counter, or I'm sorry, I'm gonna start clock. I'm gonna move around this clock. I'm going to, yeah, I guess I am starting clock, right? So I'll make the low-high toss, drop it on there, and I wanna move and be here and loaded before the disc settles. Am I in the right spot? Can you guys see me? Hang on. Do. So, and when you get here, you'll be in the wrong position. You want to step with your rear foot. So we'll switch. We'll go low, high, boom, and I'm going to be here before it settles. And I got to switch. I'll adjust a little bit so I can get there. Ready? Boom, pow. Switch. Boom, pow. Switch, right? And what that does, that allows me to beat the dog. So when I throw a flip to my dog, right? I make this, where's that other disc? Not okay. When I make this throw to my dog, right? If I throw it and he flips and he lands, he's landed, now I move, now he's moving with me. My movement, that gap of pressure, that pulling, the pushing, all the weird shit that happens with the pressure affects the dog. But if I can make this toss, he's catching the disc, he's landed, and I'm here. I'm posed, he's locked in, right? So I want to make this reflexive, right? You don't sit here and do this and, oh wow, look at that flip, oh shit, you know, here I go. And in the jam and a flash stuff, same thing. We'll talk about that a little bit. So I'm gonna go counter this time. I'm gonna go around this way, right? I'm gonna go boom, pow, and then I'll switch. Boom, pow, switch. Boom, pow, watch out, switch. Switch. Boom, pow, switch, right? And that's the squared stand shifting form. I could do 2 more, but I'm gonna be a little lazy. All right, let's see what's going on here. Speed, I am very fast, by the way, Sagepaw, and not joking there. Still, old man, I'm pretty fast. But speed is knowledge, okay? It's not athleticism, right? So when I do this here, right? All I'm doing is stepping. It's not athleticism. Oops. It's knowledge and intent, right? And we get all caught up trying to move. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. All right, so I've been picking up discs all shitty. I do this pretty poorly, actually. I don't do a good job of this in general. Ooh, I keep turning that the wrong way. Hang on. So when you're picking up discs, and I'm going to show you as if they're all spread around, right? Actually, we'll do this. We'll use the dog, right? So, right, at these discs. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold them in my left hand and I'm gonna grab with the right hand and slap it up in the rim. And I'm gonna crack it up in the rim and squeeze, yeah? Boom, up there and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And that's gonna create a nice fan, right? And then I'm always grabbing from the bottom, right? So I'll grab from the bottom. By the way, picking these up off it's gonna take me forever to pick these up, right? I'm gonna grab from the bottom. Grab from the bottom. That's overhand wrist flip. Grab from the bottom. That's a sidearm. I'm gonna throw that one there. Oh, that one's gonna be a tough grab. I'm gonna have to work hard for that, right? Push throw. Now push throw, I'm gonna throw it upside down. And again, the only reason I'm throwing them upside down is because picking them up off the floor, without the grass is hard. You can't get under there. Just watch a dog do it. So left hand holds, right hand gathers, and it cracks up in there. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Right? Boom, beautiful, beautiful fan. Overhand wrist flip, pow, right? Sidearm, pow. Push throw, boom. Overhand wrist flip, right? I'll come over here, I'll grab one with my left hand, boom, pow, boom, pow, boom. Nice fan. That's how you pick up discs. Left hand holds, right hand gathers, it cracks up into the rim, okay? You need to learn how to do that, and then once you're super cool or you have a reason to, so I do a lot of 2 there, and then I wind up with this bullshit stack. See that? That's crap, dude. That's gonna give me a bunch of shit. I have to squeeze them together like that, and I have to do something to squeeze them together like that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. And then I have to stack them so they're squeezed. But I rarely carry more than 5 or 6, so it isn't really that big a deal. Another thing that I do with the discs is I I'll hold several of them and I'll hold several again. And I do splits, right? There's a lot of times where I'm splitting that. You'll get comfortable with that. It depends on what's going on, what you're doing, right? But you want a nice, beautiful stack. Squeezed in the hand, boom. So I make the throw. If I go right hand, switch, left hand. Switch, right hand, switch, left hand. Switch, right hand, switch, left hand. Badass. All right. You guys got any questions on that? I'm being bad. Did you see me pick them up with both hands? Don't do that. Do it right. Do it right. All right. You guys got anything else? Anything you guys want to see disc-wise? It's almost time to go get some dogs. Woo, they'll be so happy. Let's see. I'm gonna try this actually. Got my ass handed to me. I'm feeling frisky. I think I can do it. Feeling froggy. So I'm gonna throw 2, catch 2, kick the third, start juggling. Oh, gosh darn it. One more try. Yeah. If I drop them, I didn't juggle. The higher you go, the easier it is, right? There's much more time. The lower you go, the harder it gets, right? Boom, finish with a little cascade, woohoo. Yeah, not messing around. Tired of screwing up on the stream. Had a good session with King last night on Where's the Trigger. We'll try and do some more of that tonight. Maybe do it with a disc. So John, 1, 2, 2, 1. Is that what you're talking about, John? 1, 2, 2, 1. So when you're learning to juggle, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Should be able to look here, 1, 2, and have it hit the hand. That throw needs to be perfect. You'll notice it's not wobbling. That wobbled, that didn't. That wobbled, that didn't. A little cleaner, right? So you need to be able to do 1, and then it's 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, and we'll throw the left hand first. 2, 1, woohoo! 1, 2, 2, 1. Once you're done with that, you'll add the third, 2 in your strong hand. 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. See that? 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. Once you're good at and you gotta catch or you didn't juggle. Then we go to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, catch. And that's how we juggle. So 10 in a row, 1, 2, 2, 1, John, eh? Good work. Good work. What else we got? Oh, all 3. Ooh, whoa, 3 juggles in a row, 10 in a row. Good work. Good work. The 70%, get 70%, go to 6, right? Go to 6. Hopefully you hit 70%. Stay there until you're good. Stay there until you're capable of 10. Then move on. Do 9, right? John, a fun thing to do. You can, this is a cascade, right? You can go under under. And another fun thing to do is to play to the rhythm. Ba, ba, ba. Let me find it. I'll wait for the horns. Here it comes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. But you can go here and there. Here, there. Boom. Little cast or a little fountain action. All right, enough juggling. I'm kind of stoked I got the kick though. Did it. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one actually. It's super important. And did you see how King, he really dug like, oh, what are we doing? You know, he was in it. What Byron's talking about last night at 55 minutes, Sunday, episode 69. 55 minutes, I do some work with King on essentially the first 2 games that we play. I'm building a philosophy of play in order to help people play with their training, right? And one of the first games we do is Where's the Trigger? And Where's the Trigger sets up a novel, consequent interaction between you and the dog, where the dog has to follow you, and it's unclear when it's going to happen for the dog. And so they're like, whoa, what's going to happen? I tell them through. My legs are together and like, well, there's nothing to go through, Ron. When are you going to, and boom, I open my legs and they go through, right? Oh, and they get a cookie, you know? Twist. Oh, dude, when are you going to twist me, Ron? Boom, and I twist them. And that drama of waiting and wondering when it's going to happen, that's a game, okay? That's a game, and it's you and your dog working together. Not the dog, not saying twist and the dog pounding it out, right? With King and with my guys who are on the pedestal, you know, I walk over here and they jump up on the pedestal, right? They just jump up there automatically, and they do it all the time, and it's totally cool when I'm, you know, go do dog stuff or I'm walking out here and I'm going to do something on the pedestal. But if I want to do something like ball work, or I want to work on the pedestal, if they just jump up there on their own, it's a pain in the ass. When I send my dog around, right? I send my dog around. If my dog goes around and goes 40 yards down the field and toss and fetch, when I send the dog around, they leave me at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I don't want that, right? Sometimes I'm going to send the dog around and turn and block them right here. And if they're hauling ass downfield already, I can't block them here. Or it takes them 4 or 5 reps to get there. So I want the dog to follow me. And that Where's the Trigger game provides a really nice opportunity to follow. It also sets up the dog to do it with you, rather than to have problem-solving dog versus an answer dog, right? Ooh, there's a pedestal out there. Got it. Answer C. I'm jumping up on the pedestal, right? But that isn't the answer. It isn't the fucking answer at all. I was going to work the black pedestal over there. Why are you on the blue one? You know what I mean? That's a dog who has the answer. You can't answer if I didn't give you the question yet, right? When they always have the answer, they don't realize that they did something cool or important. And so if it doesn't work, they get bent, right? They get upset. When we're doing it together and we're not sure how it's going to happen, through. And I go through and the dog isn't ready. And I close, right? The dog isn't hurt. They're like, oh shit, I missed my opportunity. Let me do it again, right? Through, boom, right? And the dog gets resilience and the dog learns to follow us. So that was pretty cool last night. 55 minutes at episode 69, Slacker Training Sunday. All right, let's see. What else do we got? All right, let's go through this video real quick. Yeah, right. Let's go through this video real quick. So I need to find a place to put it. Do it here. Ooh, we got the under the desk, under the dash cam there. So, oops. Let me pull up this video. This was shot this afternoon, and it is that date modified. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Yep. So I'll pull this in here, maybe. There we go. All right, here we go. We're doing it, Coopy. Let's go, CupCake. All right, so me and CupCake
Again,
going
we are
out.
gonna need some friggin' repeated entry for the CupCake.
All right, so repeated entry, super
Okay.
important skill.
Out.
And sorry,
Yes.
I set up 2 cameras, but one of them didn't work.
Mouse.
GoPro sucks. Get a DJI. Don't get a GoPro.
Get out.
So we're going counter.
Easy.
And upside
Mouse.
down.
Mackay, get out.
Let's count the strides. 2, 3, 4. There's probably 5, right? And you can see her over pursuing there,
Mauka, get out.
right? And that over
Mouse.
pursuit, that little flippy deal, that's awesome, but I don't want that. I want a much more thoughtful collection, and I don't want her over
Mackay,
pursuing.
get out.
So you'll see every one of these. That one isn't bad, right? But it's only not bad because it's in front of her. She actually
Yes,
flipped
good
it right
girl.
side
Whoa,
up.
what was
That
that?
was pretty friggin' cool,
Aus,
actually.
Mauka.
So I tell her Mauka, I give her the cue, I turn my toe to give her the get out cue. I make the toss, right? Upside down from here.
Whoops.
1,
My
2,
bad.
3, 4 and a half.
All right, so you can see that she's running really hard. She's super aggressive. I don't want her that aggressive.
Whoops.
Right? It's not okay to run that hard. So these discs being thrown upside down are supposed to stop that. She's going to over pursue. She's going to realize that they're not working. It's not working for her. Come on, CupCake. Ready? Right here. Mine. Whoops. Whoa, whoa. Slow the roll. Mine. And she'll have to collect. I'm going to start marking collection once I start to see it. Mackay, get out.
So you'll see her start to
Aus,
slow
Mauka,
down
get out.
and stay back on the throw, right? Those are both thrown
Aus,
well in front of her,
yes,
so she didn't have to
Mackay,
work.
get
But
out.
here, I think,
Yes, good girl.
wasn't bad. That was
Aus,
just
Mauka,
a good
get
throw.
out.
I'm not trying. So right there, she slowed down.
Out.
Shit. Gosh darn it, Ron.
See, that one's coming. Yes, good girl. Coming.
Ruined it.
Yes, good
There we go.
girl. Aus, Mauka, get
So
out.
she slows down well beforehand.
Yes,
You
good
see her rock
girl.
back?
Aus, yes,
slower
Mackay,
movement.
get out. See, that one's coming. Yes.
So there, the disc was out there. She was flying at it. She rocked back, slowed down, and made the catch. These throws, let me set up the other camera here. So these throws, these upside down throws, right? And I hope this will work with the whatchamacallit I got. It probably isn't. Gosh darn it. Maybe. All right. So when the disc is flying, right? There we go. So when the disc is flying, okay, it's going to curve. I'm gonna hit my oh here. Yeah. I'm gonna hit my camera for sure. And hopefully this will, come on, switch those. There we go.
All right, so I'm probably gonna hit that camera. So when I throw this, right, it's gonna start here, right? It's gonna start here, and then it's gonna swerve. And that swerve, right? I hope you can see that. That swerve, yep, good. So that swerve right there, it curves this way, right? And the dog is like, what the hell? Okay? And it also stops. So instead of continuing to fly like normal, right? Instead of like zooming out there, it'll go out there at a speed and then it dies. It completely dies out there. And so the dog is chasing it, going after it like a bat out of hell, and then it dies and curves. And so what the dogs learn is they learn that they need to watch it, right? And they need to watch it so it doesn't screw them over when it changes direction. And that's what we're relying on here with CupCake, right? She catches them right side up all the time, and she just chases. She runs her ass off. She runs her little ass off, and you know, she gets them, and she over pursues, and she winds up jumping like this all the time. And what we're going to see here on the next rep, need to tighten that up. On the next rep of this is we're going to see her. Good girl, coming back on her. Ouse. Slow down. Right? And that time she flipped for it, but that was a terrible throw. She flipped for it, but she was going slow enough that she could flip for it, right? She totally could flip for it. And I think
That'll
this
work.
one,
We'll take
no,
it.
it's when we
So those ones coming back on her,
she's
she's over pursuing on. And I want to stop that over pursuit, right? I want to halt that over pursuit. I'm going to run. Makai, get out.
So now we're going up the hill.
Yes, good girl.
The low
Ouse.
ones.
Mauka, get out. Yes, good girl. Ouse,
She's
Makai,
easily making
get out.
the move on.
So I'm a little late. Yes, Ouse, Mauka,
Watch
get
this
out.
one.
Yes,
Yeah,
good girl.
that's what we're talking about. That is what we're talking
out.
about.
Yes.
Right? Did you see that leap? Fuck yeah, that is what we're talking about.
Good
and
girl.
I want to set that up for
Makai.
you.
Good girl. That's great. Look at her. Holy cow. What? That girl. That girl. Get over
amazing.
here. Can I have that?
She's totally amazing.
Mine. So when I'm making these throws, it's a upside down.
Staker, Ron. Staker.
I don't know.
Dude,
Tomahawk.
Staker.
And I'm doing a get out on both sides. So Makai, get out clockwise. Yes,
Switch
good girl.
your
I'm
discs,
switching.
Ron.
Ouse, Mauka, get out. I'm going
Make
that
that
way.
toss.
Yeah, not bad. Ouse, Makai.
She getting
Get out,
there.
you can
She
see.
getting there, Sage Paw.
There we go. Yes, good girl. Ouse, Mauka, get out. I need to switch
She
and
getting
load
there.
right now. Ouse, Makai, get out. Yes, good girl. Ouse, Mauka.
You can see her running towards the
Get out.
camera up there. Would have been really
yes,
nice. if
good
that camera
girl.
would've
Great
worked.
work, Coopy. Good work, CupCake. She's really running hard. Again, she's super CupCake. Super fired up to play. Gonna have to do some repeated entry. It's not
She
the
learned.
energy level I.
So she's kind of leaping shitty. I'm not pleased with that. It's too aggressive, which is why we're doing this drill. I'd like her to slow down and perform some nice collection. But that's what we're working this for. The
Really
other thing
wanna
that's
work?
working against us is that she's pretty hot to play right now.
So I'll go out, boom. Yes, good girl. Ouse,
So that one she
Mauka,
collected
get out.
really nice.
Boom.
There, she
Good.
collected really
Ouse.
nice. She got a little funky
Ouse,
in the air,
Makai, get out.
but her
Uh-oh.
collection was terrific.
Can't reach it. Can't reach
I'm gonna
it.
work off the drop here.
Ouse, Makai, get out. Yes,
You see her
good
slowing
girl. I'll
down.
take that. Aus.
I will take that.
Mauka, get out. Switch quickly. Yes, good girl. Aus. Makai, get out.
So when you
Yes,
are
aus. Mauka, get out. So we can see her. Oops, my bad. Whoa.
yeah, too aggressive
Slowing
on that one.
down, tracking that disc.
So when you're leaping, doing overs or leaping in general, what is happening? The important thing is the collection. It is not the leap. The leap has already happened when the dog leaves the ground, right? The leap is in the collection. So that video will go up sometime soon. You can watch the one that I posted earlier with Epi. I'll go ahead and post that again. I'll post that link. So that link right there, it goes to a version with Epi. And what you'll notice is that he runs out, and before he leaps, he rocks back and collects. Is that going to go? There we go. He rocks back and collects. When that starts to happen reliably, I'm going to mark that. If I can take this, if we get good enough at this that I can make the throw and I can really reliably predict that the dog is going to collect, I can cue collection. I have a patience cue that I put on the dogs, which is patience and they collect, right? And it's not like me telling them to wait and hoping and praying that they're going to do it. It's actually on cue, which is pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome thing to have. But you have to be able to ensure that that collection happens. This upside down toss, super cool for that. I learned that from Melissa Heater. Ooh, another thing about this. When Melissa taught me this, so when you learn something or when somebody tells you to do something, right? It's not just, you can't just follow the directions, okay? You have to know what it's about, right? So Melissa told me this 2007, maybe 2006. She told me, you know, yeah, throw upside down throws. And so I went and threw upside down throws with my understanding of a leaping catch. I tried to pop it out there and make it sticky. I was throwing it to the dog so the dog could catch it, right? When I'm doing this with CupCake and with Epic, I'm not throwing it to the dog. I don't care if he catches it. I'm reading the dog. How far is 5 strides? There it is. That's where I'm putting it, right? And those 5 strides, the dog breaks down, then they leap. That's what I'm looking for. Not my job to put it in the dog's. I'm not throwing for the catch. So anyway, Melissa taught me that. And I went and tried to execute it using my understanding of what she was telling me. And it fucking failed. Like, it was dumb. I got done. I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever, man. Melissa's wrong. And then 15 years later, almost 13 years later, I'm standing on a hill. I do this on a hill with a regular right side up frisbee, and I throw it with a little Anheuser, and it goes out, and then it Wile E. Coyotes. It gets tired because I'm up above. So it goes out like, when it hits the ground, normally, it's just hitting the top of the hill, and then there's like 15, 20 feet below. So it goes, and it fades. So throw it with a little Anheuser, and the dog reads it, and it goes this way, and the dog's like, it's going to be over there, and they run over there, and then it Wile E. Coyotes gets tired and falls to the right, and they wind up like 20 yards away, right? Like, they're way over here, and the disc has fallen, you know, literally 10, 20 yards away sometimes. And they're like, what the hell happened? And then it starts to turn, and they look up, and they see it, and they're like, oh shit, it's turning, and then they watch it. So they learn to track. And while they're tracking and it shifts and swerves, they collect. And so I wound up putting that on collection. And then after I picked that up, after I learned why Melissa was having me do it, not what I was supposed to do, but why I was supposed to do it, I went out and threw upside down throws, and I could make my dog leap with them, right? And my point with that is to tell you that doing it is not enough. You have to know why you're doing it. And you have to do it like within that process or with that process in mind. A bunch of people are doing ball work, right? Very few people are doing ball work right, right? They see it and they're like, oh yeah, it's just ball work. You go back and forth. And you do just go back and forth. But it's all about the target. And if you don't make it all about the target, you're in trouble. If you do your rebound on the ball and you throw it underneath the dog and the dog looks down for the target, right? Dog jumps up on the ball and you drop it below and they look down here, you're not working ball work. When the dog jumps up on the ball, they look up for the target. And that right there is the rebound, right? If you work it and you drop it below their head and they look down, you're working a fakie. And then when you go to put the disc in the air, they're going to have trouble. So it's not enough to just get the directions. You have to have kind of the spirit or the process understanding as well. So cool. Let's see. Do you guys have anything? Do you guys have anything you want to hit on? If not, I am going to throw on a video real quick. I'm going to run in and grab, and I think I'll grab one dog at a time, actually. Maybe I'll bring CupCake and King out. Maybe I'll give Epi a break. He ran Frisbee today. He worked really hard. He kicked ass. He was a badass. He actually was a fucking badass, man. Sleeping was on point with that exercise. So those of you guys, the exercise with CupCake, it's a pendulum, round clock, get out, upside down toss with the upside down staker. Out, yes, round counter. Upside down staker with the left hand. Good luck with that. All right, nobody's got anything? All right, I'm going to go grab them, dude. I am going to go grab them. Let me throw on, I don't know. I got to get some stuff on here. Do I have Nalu? No, but you know what? I'm gonna get Nalu because I can. I am plugged in, so I can do that. Locate Nalu. This is Epi's brother Nalu, Andrew Hahn, and Nalu. They took second place at the USDDN. Oh, come on, dude. That is on there, right? Do I have those in here? No, I don't. I don't have any of those hooked up. Gosh darn it. Nope, can't do it. Sorry, no Nalu. Ferris. Do I have a Ferris video? Nope, no Ferris. Gosh darn it. I'll just grab something here. That's a bummer. It's going to be something you've seen. Sweet. All right. So let me let these guys in. You guys have any questions about the drone footage? Come on in, guys. And hopefully everyone went to the bathroom. I don't know if that's the case. We'll see. Should be interesting. There's new stuff in my... Ooh, what's up, guys? Thirsty time, thirsty time. Oh, not bad for 2.4 gigahertz. Looks like that's picked up. Let me turn down, my music is really loud. Super loud. Yeah, I really dig the drone footage, and I really like the trailers. The trailers are pretty sweet, you know, the stuff underneath. You know, and when you're playing, like, that's a big part of it. You notice that there was a bunch of blue and a bunch of green, right? It meant my dog was moving in both directions pretty frequently. I was switching directions very frequently. That demonstrates balance as far as our movement. A lot of times, you know, the handler throws crazy throws and the dog runs around in a clockwise circle, right? Or the dog runs around in a counterclock circle. You'll also notice that anytime I was moving him, he would come running in, I would switch him and send him this way, right? He'd be coming in from where King is, and I would turn him that way and make the throw out there on a counter clock. And that kind of stuff, it's valid, it's important work, it's good stuff, whether the judges see it or not, right? I wish more judges saw it. In the updog world, they do see it in theory. So we got some dogs in here. I don't know, what should we work on? Anyone got anything? King, you're ready. Oh, look at the CupCake. What are you doing? Why would you do that? You want to do this thing? Can you do this time? No, let's do this one. Can you do it? Come on, CupCake. Yeah, get up there. Get up there. Good. Yes. Wow. She drive the bus. She will totally drive the bus, won't you? Yeah. This is Puff's truck. One of these days I'll get Puff out here. Off. Good man, Kingling. So if I were working multiple dogs here, so I will work multiple dogs. King, yes. So I'm going to keep paying CupCake, twist, boom, whoops, yes, good. King, hoop, yes, good man. So King is the distraction dog, right? Even though I'm working him through, whoops, come on, handsome, whoops, that's not you. King, through, boom. Through. King has no idea, and I can't handle him when I'm trying to work her. Off. King. Yes. CupCake, go do dog stuff. Leave me alone. I'll push her outside the circle. King. Wait. Through. Boom. Yes. Good man. Hoop. Boom. Whoops. Hoop. Boom. Hoop. Boom. Come on, King. What's up? Okay, you can put it right there. Up. Ready? Hoop. Boom. Dude, go to dog stuff. What's up? That was terrible, King. All right, I guess that went well. That went well, and I didn't ask CupCake off. Terrific job, Ron. Really good job. Way to do it. And that's how you don't do a good job working multiple dogs. There you go. I know, right? That is kind of weird. I don't know what the deal is. King, yes. It is. You know what is up? It's a big pedestal, right? It's a big pedestal. I don't know how much of that he's done. So I'm going to try and work that. What is it? You'll notice I jump back over here. CupCake off. Yes, good girl. Go do dog stuff. Off. Yes, off. Yes, good man. Wait. Antonis, if you're watching, I don't care. Right? That's the finger. This is the moon. I don't care. Nobody cares that he's doing the wrong thing. You know what I mean? If I treat it like that, then I can actually punish him. Come on, handsome. Wait. Yes. Up, up. Right? I didn't ask him up. That is an answer dog, right? I am working CupCake to stay up there, and King is a distraction dog. So I'm gonna kind of hang out over here on CupCake and pay her and try not to say her name, because apparently a single dog name is good for her. And King has been punished. King, yes. Wait. God, it's not going very well. Again, I think you guys, we talked about it last night with King coming up here, answer dog. This is his pedestal, right? And I've essentially welcomed him up here. He's got so many cookies on this pedestal. King, off, off, wait. Yes, up, up. King. Off. Good. CupCake. In and in. Good work. All right. Now I can work King on my own. King, off. Yes. And I'm going to work where's the trigger. Touch. Yes. Good man. So I'm going to kind of prime him to get following me, right? Touch. So missed opportunity. Oh, you missed it. What happened? Right? Missed opportunity. Really good cookie. Really, really good cookie. Or punisher, sorry. Or reinforcer, however you want to look at it. Depends on how we're looking at it. Touch. Right? He totally missed that. And I'll take it away. Touch. Yes, good man. Wow, that guy. And so he'll come running back. I got a couple touches on him. Hopefully he won't. Off. Yes, wait. Touch. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's great. So I'm going to do the where's the trigger thing with him. Touch. Yes, good man. I'll give him a couple as he goes that direction, right? to get him off of that huge draw. And yes, touch. Yes, the moment he doesn't go up, I'm going to mark and reinforce that. Right? And so, yes, touch. Yeah, what is that? That guy. Right? The guy. Again, I'm working against this thing that the pedestals for my dogs, I make them a black hole, zip. I make them a complete black hole so that I don't have to worry about it, right? And then when I'm trying to do something that involves the pedestal, I'm working against something I trained the shit out of, right? Come on, handsome. Ready? Up. Boom. Yes. Eye contact. Yes. Up. Boom. Yes. Good man. And so we've moved from where's the trigger to this. Wait. Attention. Then that. Touch. Come on. Yes. Good man. That guy. That guy. And hopefully he's going to come and address me rather than take the pedestal. Don't really care. Right? I mean, I kind of care because you guys are watching. I would rather do this really nice. But I don't really care. Give me the opportunity to put some cookies and cupcakes thing. And come on, King. I'll ask him off without the whatchamacallit cue, right? Up. Wait. Yes. Touch. Boom. Yes. Good man. And you can see he's quite a bit more free to jump off that bottom one. I broke the pattern so he didn't go up on the high one. Where you at, King? Really need to, here, King, off. Let's do this. So we'll do something he doesn't normally do. Hope his ghetto nails don't pop the ball. Bet he does. I bet you we pop the ball. Do we have anything else we can get up on? So he's highly unlikely to take this ball. Up. Yes, good man. So I can play where's the trigger up here much easier. Off. Yes, good man. Great work. Wow, that guy. He's pretty good on this, but watch what happens when I don't have this draw, right? He's not jumping up there automatically. So I can play better games here. Touch. Yes, oh my gosh, that's amazing. We'll probably see him be a little more excited here too, right? Because he doesn't know what's going to happen. Ready? Come on, handsome. Wait. Up. Yes, good man. Off. Yes, good man. Oh, it's on the ground right there. You got it? Did you find it? Yeah, you ready? You ready? Up. Boom. Yeah, I can't. His off. His little teeth are chattering, right? He's having much more fun here. So the pedestal has a shit ton of value, right? Up. Wait. Off. Yes, good man. It has a shit ton of value, but it's all pleasure. It's all just eating cookies up there, right? And it doesn't have play value or achievement value, right? These skills, I'll do ball. Ready? Stall. Boom. Yes, good man. Whoa, that guy. Do a hand target up here. Yes. Oh my gosh, that guy. Touch. Yes. Oh my gosh. Ready? Off. Yeah. Boom. Yes. Good man. Wait. Up. Yes. Good man. Awesome. Off. Yes. Wait. Hoop. Boom. Yes. Good man. Wow, that guy. That guy. Look at him. Through. Through. Boom. Oh, what happened? You ready? Wait. It's like I need my cookie, Ron. You ready? Through. Boom. Yes, good man. Gosh, he's super happy, guys. Like you can see it. You ready? Up. Boom. Yes, good man. You ready? This is a big one. You ready? Up. Yes. What? Are you kidding? That was the bravest Kingaling ever. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. No way in hell can he do that. Right? So by getting rid of the real, I'm gonna have to get a camera on. Oh fuck! I just realized he was sitting like in front of this the whole time, wasn't he? In front of the camera. Super funny. So as soon as I got rid of his pleasure thing, right? That thing that he loves it. He's had so many cookies up there, right? And he wants to be up there. He was drawn up there, had to go up there. Couldn't do anything else but go up there. And then when he was going through the motions while doing that, right? As soon as I got rid of that, then he didn't know what to do. And he was happy. He was excited. Like he was like super bright. He was giving me sharp eye contact. He wasn't giving me the low-key fucking bullshit, right? As a matter of fact, I'll pull this in here. We'll switch cameras. Hopefully I got a little more juice on this. I'll see if I can't show you this, right? So we'll switch these. Look at that, right? And we are good, right? Boom, we got that. Can you see the ball? No. Boom, we got the ball and that. Excellent. All right. Off. Yes, good man. You ready? Wait. Stall. Yes, good man. Right? And hopefully you guys can see bright eyes here. Off. Wait. Stall. Yes, good man. What? Who is that guy? Off. Wait. Dude, I don't know what you're doing. Come on. Come on. Yes, you ready? Stall. Yes, good man. What? That was awesome. Off. Whew, getting close to popping that ball. Go do dog stuff. All right. So, oh, funny. King sitting in front of it. Yep. So he started pounding that object as the pedestal, and he has been up on that a bunch. So I'm not at all surprised by that. I wish I would have got that other one on film though. I'm not even going to try and bother showing you that. King. King. In and in. Dude. In and in. Good work, handsome. Good work. Let's get the CupCake out. We'll do this with the CupCake. Awesome. What? What? I see you. I see you. I see you. All right. What can we do with CupCake? Hi. Hi. Whoa. What you doing, huh? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that solves that problem. She's gonna be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do now. What's in your ear? Huh? What's in your ear? That's what I was going to work actually. I haven't done it since the last time. So, and maybe I'll work. What's up with your ear, sweetheart? What's going on? I think I'll work stand and the back up. Wow, that was pretty awesome. I see you. You're very good at that. And we'll work back up. Is that in the frame? No. Off. All right. So she doesn't know this, by the way. Come here. Yes, back up. Back up. Yeah, good. Here, we'll start here. Back up. Halt. She's never done it outside the channels. Off. So this will be interesting. I'm going to work back up. Halt. And I'm going to work back up, and then I'm going to do a stand. Off. Yes. Good girl. You ready? Stand. Off. Yes. Good girl. Stand. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Try and get some eye contact there. Off. Good. Go to dog stuff. You ready, CupCake? Stand. Yes. So eye contact in the stand. Yes. Off. Good girl. Right here. Back up. Halt. Off. Yes. Stand. Yes. Off. Good girl. And I'm going to try and get the stand with the off as the only place she gets a cookie. Stand. Eye contact. Yes. Off. Good. Good work. You ready? Back up. Halt. Off. Good work. All right, now throw in this thing. You ready? Wait. No, that's not it. Up. So by setting up multiple criteria, right? Yes. I'm going to get some leeway. Off. And this one here, I don't care if she backs up on it. She's not going to get paid for it. Ready? Stand. Oh, what happened? Stand. Come on. Off. Yes, good girl. Up. Here comes the trigger, bang. Yes. This multiple criteria is giving her a chance to follow me off rather than do all the shit she thinks she's gonna do, right? So she's gonna go backwards right now, right? And that's not it. Up. Yes, good girl. So you can see her trying really hard off to get the answer. And I'm just gonna choose something that's not the answer. Stand, off. Yes, good girl. Stand. Whoops. Boom. Off. Good work. Awesome. You ready? Up. Boom. So she went over there. I don't care that she did that. You know what I mean? I just have to avoid it like a bunch of times in a row. Off. Yes. Good girl. Back up. Halt. Off. Good. Back up. Halt. Hoop. Yes, good girl. What? That girl. And up. You'll notice she's still eating cookies. I'm over here. I've given her the up cue. She's kind of late to the party. Yes, good girl. Off. Yes. Good girl. Wait. Wait. Yes. Stall. Yes. Good girl. Off. Stand. Oh, what happened? Come on, sweetheart. Stand. Come on. Slow the roll. Off. Yes, good girl. Up. Yes, good girl. Off. Wait. Stall. Yes, good girl. Off. Wait. Stall. Yes, good girl. Off. Awesome. Go do dog stuff. All right, we're done here. Boom, pow. Go do dog stuff. Woo! All right, that is what I'm talking about. So, did a bunch of stuff there. Hopefully, you guys could see how the multiple criteria. Oh gosh darn it! Where'd my other camera go? Jeez Louise. That was supposed to be on here. Hopefully, you could see how the other criteria worked in my favor to keep her from going to do all the things, right? She's always doing all the things, and I can't set up a situation very easily where she's not picking up the pattern and going. Don't want her on the pattern. I don't care if she does the behaviors. She can do all the behaviors. I can make her do the behaviors, right? What's important is that she follows me in the behaviors. As soon as she starts to follow me in the behaviors, I can play games with her. I can mess with her. You know what I mean? CupCake, back up. Halt. Oh, get back there. Back up. Back up. It's a long wake. You can do it. Back up. Go to dog stuff. I don't fucking, God darn it. Why would you do it again, Ron? Why would you do it? Because I want to show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music off as well, or pause it. Can I pause it? I can't. So hopefully you could see how the multiple criteria worked in my favor. I could break up the pattern and have her respond to me. And CupCake, Let's go outside, sweetheart. She's not going to go to the bathroom, though, because it's exciting in here. Wait, get back. In and in, Cupcake. Good, go sack. Here, have some cookies out there. Again, the multiple criteria working in my favor. She was unable to pattern train. She had to follow me, which means all of a sudden she starts to figure out, oh, this is about following Ron, not just doing all the things. Doing all the things is great. Again, I can handle it and make her do the thing, right? It's not very hard to handle them and get them to do it. When I'm working here, I'm not, again, I don't really care if the dog does the behavior. I want them to do it the right way, in the right manner. I want them to do it either on their own or with me. So we did the affirmation thing. I'll do it with Cupcake here in a sec. She'll come in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a cookie. I'm going to give her a touch cue. And I'm going to demonstrate or show you the difference between like affirming the dog's behavior and telling her to do the behavior. And this thing that I'll demonstrate is a big problem that we have with training. It's the thing that's set up, Cupcake, I do all the things, right? All the things. And it's the thing that puts the dog on that automatic pattern. With King, the pedestal, I want the pedestal to be a draw like that. It's very useful for, we have a bunch of dogs here. There are a bunch of dogs here. I won't say how many. A bunch of them though. Many more than I have. In that situation, it's super nice for that pedestal to be automatic, right? And I'll deal with the pedestal being a suck. Once we start working, the dog isn't going to go to the pedestal unless I make a move over there. It isn't that big a deal. Who cares? It's so worth it for my dog to have that automatic pedestal. But the other behaviors, the backing up, I'm running over here, I'm doing this, I'm going to the pedestal, I'm getting on this, I'm doing this, the last summer at band camp, right? I don't want that. I don't want that. And if we make a mistake and affirm the dog, right? Remember that we're talking about affirmation versus achievement. We're talking about pleasure versus enjoyment. They're two different things. King has a bunch of pleasure on the pedestal. Appetitive, filling him with cookies. I don't want a behavior up there, just lay up there. It's awesome up there, buddy. Here comes the food, right? That's pleasure. Achievement is, what are we going to do, King? What are we going to do, Ron? Let's do the thing, King. What is it, Ron? It's this, King. Oh, wow, that was great, Ron. Or, oh, shit, I messed it up, Ron. Let's do it again. That's achievement and enjoyment, right? So when Cupcake starts running over here, I'll take the eye contact. Yes. I'll throw the cookie. And I'm going to give her a touch cue. Touch. So this one I cued and triggered yes before she saw it, right? So I'm going to do a couple of these. You can see her, right? Nope. Touch. Yeah, good. I dropped a cookie, so she's, yes, good girl. So both of those, I'm hemorrhaging cookies. They're falling out all over. Touch, right? You can see that I cued that and triggered it. Touch, boom, right? Yes, good girl, awesome, go do dog stuff. I'm gonna turn this camera down a little bit. So on all of those, I was triggering her, right? I was telling her to do it. Now she knows that we're doing it, right? So if I accidentally Say touch. Yes. I just affirmed her running in. Touch. Yes. She was coming into touch anyway at this point in time, right? Touch. Yes. So she's running in. See it here? Watch. She's going to run in with this intent. She's already touching. You know what I mean? And if I give the cue after she's coming in, touch, yes. I just told her that, yeah, what you're doing is right, sweetheart. Right? But if I instead, I'll take the eye contact, yes, I'll throw it out there. If I tell her, touch, boom, yes. I just made sure, I made the decision for her. Touch, boom. So now she's responding to me. Yes, good girl. And that is super important. That's going to allow me, touch, to drive her. Yes, good. Oops. And I'm going to do it, touch, while she's still under there. Yes, awesome, great work. Go do dog stuff. So if we're not careful when we give the cue, or if we really want the behavior, right? If I really want the behavior, she starts running over here, yes. And I want to give her a cookie. I want her to do the behavior. I'm going to be likely, touch, to affirm her action, rather than to cue her and get her to do it zip, king, with me or for me, right? She's going to touch. Yes, good girl. I know I wasn't looking at you, was I? You never did that before. Go do dog stuff. So I'll dismiss her so I can touch. Yes, good girl. Wow, that girl. She amazing. Go do dog stuff. I'm going to dismiss her so I can bring her in with that touch cue, right? Here she comes. And she came in. Pretty obvious I didn't give it to her. Touch. Boom. Yes. And now she's attending to go to dog stuff. She's attending to that. So when she looks, she's not going to come running in because I didn't tell her to TOUCH, right? She'll look in and she'll stroll in, run by, right? If I continued to affirm her, or if I were inattentive to when I was giving the cue, or if I were always waiting until she were looking at me and trolling in, right? I would have an issue with her driving up on me. Touch. Yes, wow, that girl, awesome. Go do dog stuff. Right? And you'll see, she's going to look at me and she's going to be like, what's happening? Right? She's not going to be driving in on me, pushing up on me like she was a couple days ago, right? So when I look out here, she'll look at me and she'll drive in and nothing will happen. Okay. And I would expect that to happen a couple times. I haven't been looking at her when I gave her the TOUCH cue, right? So I would expect that me looking at her, she would get excited. But I think what's going to happen is she's going to walk out there and I'm going to look at her and she's going to look at me and say, well, nothing's happening. Touch. Boom. Yes. And now this little bitch is responsive to me. Yay, right? She's not running out there and driving back in to do the hand target. Right? If she does drive back in, She's trolling in questioningly. Does that make sense? Can you guys see that? Hopefully you guys can see that. I think this is a really big deal with training. And it's something that I've been bad with CupCake. I don't want Epi to eat her. And I've been allowing her to do her thing. And I'm perfectly happy to have her jump on the pedestal. I can put a bunch of cookies up there. I haven't got enough off on her. And then the Play Plus philosophy of play thing that I'm working on is dealing in that appetitive. Did you see her run in? She lifted up her ears. She jogged in, right? Watch the difference between that and when I give her the touch cue. Touch. Boom. She driving in on that one. So that pleasure versus enjoyment, achievement versus affirmation, right? I did not recognize that the whole time I'm working with her, I'm affirming her hyperactivity, right? I was literally just, I don't give a shit, just get up on the pedestal, eat your cookies, it'll settle. And it would, but it was different with her because I didn't want her to get eaten by Epi, right? And so I was doing things to ensure that she stayed away from Epi, which essentially affirmed her action, right? Yeah, she doesn't know, right? She's actually asking a question rather than flying around saying, throw me a cookie, bitch. Throw me a cookie, right? I look at her, she looks in. What are we doing, right? Touch, boom, yes, awesome. Right? Now her question there, even though I wasn't looking at her, her question there made the opportunity happen, right? So we're not going to get this driving in over and over again, right? Byron, we're going to add another game, dismiss to criteria, right? No affirmation. Touch, boom, yes, good girl, right? So instead of doing where's the trigger, we'll dismiss to the trigger. We'll dismiss to the trigger. And we'll make sure that we give the cue early enough. So I'm going to throw this under there or way out there. And I'm going to give the cue, touch, boom, before, yes, good girl, before she starts to return. Touch, boom. Oh, right here. Yes, good girl. Wow, that was great. You should, I don't care. She should get off. I don't like that. She's super puppy like that anyway. I've allowed her to be. Touch. You missed it. Yes, good girl. What? Awesome. Go to dog stuff. All right. Here we go. I think I'm done with that. Hopefully you guys could see that. Super cool stuff, man. Doing things like that, it's going to take her off of autopilot. Within Frisbee, she pretty much knows. She's pushy and she doesn't quite have it yet. And I've been trying to get her to not, the fucking barking, dude, the Aussie barking. So she's like extorting me. I have to keep it moving or she'll bark, right? So like I get extorted and then she's able, or the team are not honest with the cue and trigger while we're playing. As soon as we get moving and everything, it's fine. It's the standing in front of me part. And so I can't really be honest about that out there. But my point is, within Frisbee, we rely on each other to work together. Autopilot is not okay. In your routine, you don't want the dog on autopilot. You don't want to be on it. You don't want your routine on autopilot, right? If your routine is, autopilot's great when there's no weather, right? And if your dog is on autopilot and weather hits, wind, I make a mistake, I drop a disc, she misses, and it's now 2 yards away from where it normally is, something like that. Autopilot is counterproductive. When we're sequencing, autopilot is counterproductive, right? That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna finish up we'll sit here for 2-3 minutes, and then I'm gonna finish up with CupCake. I'm gonna do the squared stance shifting form with a flip with CupCake. So I'm gonna throw a flip, I'm gonna read where it is, right? I'm gonna read where that landing is, and then I'm going to step and load before she hits the ground. And so she's gonna do the flip. She's never done this before, by the way. She's gonna do the flip, and you can see her looking at me like, what's happening? I'll look at her, she'll wag her tail, and I'll look away, and that's fine, right? And I would imagine that she's probably gonna stick to that longer this time, because she's been following the trigger, right? You should notice that she's not running around as much. She's not as flighty, right? And she's not as flighty because I haven't been affirming every fucking action she does, right? So what we'll finish with is, and I can look at her now and she's not like, what are we doing? It's amazing, right? She jumps up there. She's not jumping up there like 1,000,000 miles an hour. She's not doing the pretty thing and I did it. Where's my cookie? She's like, I didn't get a cue up here. I don't know what's happening. How about I sit up here and maybe that'll work, right? We have a slightly different dog now. So again, I'm gonna wrap this up with, I'm gonna throw the flip. I'm gonna read her landing. Then I'm gonna utilize my stance shifting form, the squared stance shifting form, where we move around the box or the table. And I will move, load, pose, and I'll lock her in on the landing. And we'll get to see a practical application of that skill and usage of the movement and the load. Again, I'm gonna do the flip, figure out where she lands. Right? I throw the flip. My dog lands here. So I throw the flip, I read it. She lands right there. I throw the flip, I step here and load and pose, and I'm in front of the dog and I've got the dog locked down. And that's what I'm gonna try and do here. Let me friggin' roll these cigarettes, man. They don't stay lit. Gotta move some stuff here, CupCake. Gotta move some stuff. We are gonna play some Frisbee. You're gonna do ready. Are you ready? I bet you are. And King, don't be crazy. Whoa, that looks like some kind of apparatus there, doesn't it? All right, here we go. Ooh. All right, so make sure I'm kind of here. Yeah, you ready? King, excuse me. Whoa, super exciting, right, CupCake? Wait. Here, wait. Oh, closer. Yes, good girl. Ready? Wait. Yes, see her land right there? So she lands kind of like that. A little closer, come on. Ready? Good. Ouse. Yes, good. Try it again. It's a little hard. She's far away and she's gonna bark, and I don't want the fucking barking. I'm trying really hard to make the barking not happen. Those of you guys who have Aussies, you know what I'm talking about. She's gonna land about facing the camera. boom, boom, house. And she's locked in, right? And I have to switch here. Ready? Boom, boom. And we're locked in. House, yes. Right? And she's never seen this before. Hey, hey, chill, chill. Come on, sweetheart. Right here. Mine. Good. CupCake. Mine. Wait. Right there. Are you ready? Ready. Get a little closer. Pow. House. Yes. I'll switch. Boom. House. Yes. Right? Throw one back there. Whoa! That girl. Go to dog stuff. So, squared stance shifting form in application from the form. That's super important for sequencing, right? If I didn't get to that spot, come here, CupCake. Thank you. Wow, you're amazing. Go do dog stuff. Wow. If I didn't get to that spot and pose, she would have landed and trolled over to me, right? So practical form, do your forms, guys. Stance shifting form, four hands form, right? The load, we did the load on the regular stance shifting form. We did the load on the squared stance shifting form. And we have the load here. Make the backhand, boom, I switch and load. Make the sidearm, switch and load. Make the push throw, switch and load. Make the overhand wrist flip, switch and load. Backhand, switch and load. Sidearm, right? Wow, you are getting away with murder. Murder, CupCake, murder. It's like, yeah, it's amazing. Come here, Coopy. CupCake, mine. Oh, wait. House. Yes. So that probably is in her future as well. I might do something on that as well. So she's been running around. She likes to do to get the next toy. Again, I have affirmed that. And I've affirmed that because she's a barker. I don't want a barky Aussie, man. I don't want a barky Aussie. And good luck yelling at him to shut up. Good luck quitting and packing it in. And Aussies bark, that's what they do. You keep them busy enough so they don't. And then once not barking is how we play, then I can impose those checks. I can yell at her and she'll shut up. Or I can pack it in and she'll be like, oh shit, my bad, right? But everything we've been doing has been don't bark, right? And that don't bark puts me in a situation where I have to affirm, or where I'm likely to affirm the dog's movement and interaction with me, right? And so I've kept it moving enough so she isn't picking up the discs. I can put some cookies on that, and I can that'll put an end to it. I'm pretty sure. I don't like to work cookies and toys at the same time unless I have a super over-the-top dog, which I'm going to put her in that category with her picking up shit and running around and doing all that. You can blame me for that. She also runs a little hot, but you can blame me. So I only put cookies on the super, super high drive dogs and the super, super low drive dogs. If I have anything in between that, I don't want to work the cookies with it.